Hello, and a warm welcome to World This Week by latestlaws.com. This is a weekly program, so hit the bell icon to get notifications for new videos. I will be taking you through the significant orders and judgments passed by various courts in the country and some important international news from this week. Let's begin with the Supreme Court this week. The Apex Court closed the proceedings in a habeas corpus petition filed by a man who had alleged that his two daughters were held captive inside the premises of spiritual leader Jaggi Vasudev's Isha Foundation at Coimbatore. A bench headed by CJI Dy Chandrachud noted that both the women were major and have stated that they were residing at the ashram voluntarily and without any coercion. The Supreme Court is considering an application seeking an expedited hearing on the restoration of statehood to Jammu and Kashmir, with a requested timeline of 2 months for completion. This application follows the court's earlier decision regarding the abrogation of Article 370. The top court's consideration of this urgent application reflects a continued judicial engagement with the political and constitutional status of Jammu and Kashmir. The court's previous directives regarding the necessity of conducting legislative elections and restoring statehood underscore the significance of democratic governance in the region. The outcome of this urgent application is poised to have substantial implications for the political framework of J&K, potentially influencing the broader integration process initially delineated in the earlier judgment. The Supreme Court upheld the constitutional validity of Section 6A of the Citizenship Act, which confers Indian citizenship to immigrants who entered Assam between January 1, 1966 and March 25, 1971. This section was specifically included in the Citizenship Act to address citizenship issues related to individuals covered under the Assam Accord. The Constitution Bench, headed by CJI Dy Chandrachud, affirmed that Parliament possesses the legislative authority to enact this provision. CJI Chandrachud characterized Section 6A as a political remedy to a unique challenge faced by Assam, noting that the significant influx of illegal immigrants from Bangladesh post-independence posed a serious threat to the state's cultural and demographic landscape. The Supreme Court dismissed a public interest litigation filed by Priya Mishra and other petitioners, alleging side effects, including blood clotting, resulting from the administration of COVID-19 vaccines. The court described the petition as an attempt to create unnecessary sensationalism around vaccine safety. The court emphasized that concerns about potential side effects must be weighed against the benefits of vaccination, urging the petitioners to pursue appropriate legal channels for their grievances rather than engaging in sensational litigation. Now, let's get an overview of the High Courts. The Delhi High Court cautioned the state authorities against pursuing frivolous litigation in criminal cases. This observation came in light of an appeal filed by the prosecution against an acquittal in a false attempt to rape case. The court emphasized the need for vigilance to prevent the misuse of the legal process through such unwarranted litigation, which can burden the judiciary and cause undue distress to those involved. The Karnataka High Court has quashed a criminal case against 2 individuals from Dakshina Kannada district accused of shouting Jai Shri Ram slogans on the premises of a mosque in Ettur village. The case was dismissed by the bench of Justice M. Nagar Prasanna, who ruled that such slogans do not incite religious sentiments or disturb public order. Citing the Supreme Court's ruling in MS Dhoni vs. Yarraguntala Shyam Sundar, the court held that actions which do not disturb public peace or order cannot be prosecuted under Section 295A of the IPC. Consequently, the court quashed the charges against the accused, stating that the elements required to constitute an offense were not present in this case. The Delhi High Court has ordered Wikipedia to eliminate a page related to the defamation lawsuit filed by Asian News International against the platform. The directive was issued by a bench led by Chief Justice Manmohan and Justice Tushar Rao Gedela during a recent court session. The controversy arose when NI alleged that Wikipedia had allowed users to edit its page in a derogatory manner, branding the news agency as a propaganda tool for the current central government. This dispute intensified after ANI accused Wikipedia of failing to comply with a court order that required the platform to reveal the identities of 3 individuals responsible for certain edits to its Wikipedia entry. The Gujarat High Court has refused to hand over the investigation into the Morbi Bridge collapse tragedy to the Central Bureau of Investigation as sought by the kin of the victims. The court was hearing a suo motu public interest litigation initiated after the October 30, 2022 incident at Morbi in Gujarat, in which 135 persons lost their lives when a British-era suspension bridge on the Machu River collapsed. Some of the victims and kin of the deceased sought re-investigation of the entire case through the CBI, accusing the Gujarat police of not carrying out a proper investigation and not making any civic official accused despite a special investigation team holding some of them responsible. In a separate application submitted last month seeking a CBI probe, the victims argued that the then district collector was present at all the meetings related to the awarding of the contract to Oreva Group for the maintenance of the bridge, but his statement was never recorded. In the end, we have miscellaneous news. Chief Justice of India Justice D.Y. Chandrachud has recommended the appointment of Justice Sanjeev Khanna, the senior judge of the Supreme Court, as the next Chief Justice of India. Central government had written to CJI Chandrachud asking him to send his recommendation as per the Memorandum of Procedure. CJI D.Y. Chandrachud is due to retire on November 8 after completing a 2-year term. Upon approval by the government, Justice Khanna will become the 51st Chief Justice of India. He is set to serve a tenure of 6 months, concluding on May 13, 2025, before his retirement. The Union Ministry of Law and Justice emphasized the limitation of notaries under the Notaries Act, ruling that they are not authorized to execute marriage or divorce deeds. The court's order highlighted the legal framework governing notaries, which strictly defines their functions and duties. It reinforces that notaries cannot issue marriage certificates or perform functions akin to a marriage officer, a role not conferred upon them by law. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. This is a weekly program, and to get more information please check the description box for weekly updates. Like and subscribe to our channel.